Several days ago, we got a good amount of rain. This was different. It was a huge amount of rain happening very quickly. Unfortunately, I do not know how long it lasted, but I did take a video of how fast it was, and it was like a huge amount all at once. So you can imagine that the plants did not have time to take out the water because the ground was not ready. It was not ready to take up all that amount of water at once, and we have been getting rain on a consistent basis, so I wasn't too worried about whether the ground would be soaking the water or not. I was just thinking, we're getting fast rain all at once. The ground is moist to my, my recollection. Thought nothing of it. I knew that the front space where the dry creek bed is would be an issue because it seems like whenever we get um, a long amount of rain, it would tend to kind of shift the mulch a little bit. So that was expected, but was not expecting what I saw later on. After the rain subsided, this rain definitely bothered or damaged the integrity of some of the mulch areas. So one of the mulch areas that I noticed and decided to do something about it is this space in front of me here. And unfortunately, I don't think I actually no, I did take some clips of this area, but I wanted to go ahead and show you what I have done to make it look better. All right, so I should not have said to make it look better only, but to create functionality here. So I was surprised that there was a lot of shifting of mulch over here because it's fairly flat, not a lot of sloping. So not sure how it all happened, but I think because the rain was coming down so quickly, it was touching certain spots more than others. It seemed like it was just kind of a weird kind of rain. So to help with that and to help the situation going forward, I decided to go ahead and bring the stepping stones back. And I don't remember quite why I remove the stepping stones, because there were stepping stones here originally, and I think there was just a lot of weeds going on. Something was going on. It's been a while. I can't remember. So I put the stepping stones to the two areas adjacent or on either side. The two areas were not developed yet, so they were like more susceptible to weeds, and I don't know why. I don't know if that was the reason why I put those stepping stones there, just to buy some time. But anyway, they're back, and they will help with weed suppression, and I'm hoping that they would help with the situation going forward. Now, if we get a huge amount of rain again, I mean, it could just dump it all down here very quickly on either side. So that's a possibility too. But at least I feel better right now because where the shifting of the mulch was around here in the center. So that is the trend of it. Unfortunately, I was not here to witness the whole thing, so could not share that with you. But hopefully this will help the situation going forward. And I think I like the feature a lot better. I know that it doesn't really match with the other gravel, but we're going with functionality. And when I started gardening, I wasn't really paying attention to things like that, really. So you have to live with your consequences sometimes. So let's look at this area. So we have a thick layer of mulch here, and you could see that there is shifting going that way, right? Look at all that. And then there is shifting this way as well, going this way. So I'm thinking that mulch does not work all that well when you have rain rain that came down so quickly and all at once and for a prolonged period of time, maybe more than other times in the past, is what I'm thinking. I would say maybe a good at least 15 to 30 minutes is what I'm thinking. I wish that I had recorded it or just be mindful of that and keep a record of it. But again, I didn't think anything of it. Never thought that it would do this much damage to the mulch. So this is when you can say having mulch might not be a good idea in certain areas. Pathways may not be good unless you have maybe thick layers of mulch and maybe a different kind of mulch. So this is a thick layers that you can see that even the top maybe a half to 1 inch has been removed. There is still mulch down there as well. So you can see there is a thick layer. This is mostly wood chips. So you can see that maybe it's too porous and too lightweight. I'm not sure what the situation may be. I'm not like a mulch expert, but you can see that it did not do a good job. Not to say that it doesn't do its job, but when you get a lot of rain all at once like this, it might not do as good. And we saw that, or I saw that in the right here, the lower level of this hillside garden. So this area was there was a lot of shifting going on with the mulch. And here we have a different type of mulch. So this area has pine straws. And we saw shifting. So my thinking was that there was a lot of water coming down this way and a lot of water coming down this way somehow. It could be that it was dropping down very quickly over here, so there is a lot of water at the base of this arborvitae. You see, I see a weed right there, and so everything was just coming down this way and that way as well. And I would say this is not very thick layer, and it's not very compact. Here it's more compact, but at the same time it was running this way, so not sure what it could be, because even if you had a thick layer of mulch, doesn't matter what kind of mulch, I guess, if you have a lot of water just zooming down all at once, you will get some damage. And you can see that there was erosion going on. This time it's just shifting of the mulch. not really the soil. So that was a good thing. These are my garlic beds, and they are on a slope, and you can see the damage. So there's a lot of runoff here. In this situation, we do see some movement of mulch and soil. So it's just interesting the way the water was moving. So again, I wish I could be here and witness the whole thing to see what was going on, to see if you got like a large amount of rain just coming down in certain areas at once. And here we have pockets of rain, or popcorns of rain, which means that you could be somewhere 15 minutes away and you might not get rain, even though we have rain here. So this is so interesting. Not even sure how this is happening. So nothing really up there. Let me see. Well, you could see that they're shifting here too. So this is more of an incline, so it comes down and was doing something here because water was there. I don't know, it's just weird, the pattern of how the water and how the water was moving and how the mulch was getting shifted. It's just so interesting. I feel like there's no pattern. And please excuse the weeds. These, I feel like they just came all of a sudden. Like they were not here a day or two ago. Now they're here. So you see here that, okay, there's a slope. And looks like water was coming down this way. And then there was pooling here. And then nothing else. And this area had a thick layer of mulch as well. So a lot of dumping of water here and nothing really over there. Now it is more of a flat surface around here versus here, but still can't explain that. So let's show you a few areas that were not affected at all. This area, you can see that there is no shifting of mulch that I could detect. And it's so interesting. There is a little bit of a slope here, very minimal. If we come down, let's see. I would say that this is pretty matted up. But again, if a large amount of water just comes dumping down here, it would have to do something to it. Well, I take it back. I see some movement here, some shifting of the mulch. So anyway, there's still a little bit of shifting here. So it just depends on where the water lands. Could be that there wasn't a lot of mulch here, not a lot of matting going on. So it's just hard to explain the whole situation. So here I have a thick layer of lemongrass mulch, and there is gravel underneath. And I really don't see any damage or any shifting of the mulch, right? It could be that there is, because there's gravel underneath, it keeps everything nicely intact, and then gravel slows down the movement of water. So that's a possibility. Interesting to note. So why am I sharing this with you, this whole experience with the abrupt rain event? Well, I wanted to let you know that mulch will only work to a certain degree, and of course a thick layer of mulch would be better than a thin layer of mulch, and it seems like it doesn't matter what kind of mulch it is. Just looking at the last area with the lemongrass and the gravel underneath, that seems to work the best. Not that the lemongrass mulch was working better than the other mulch is what I'm thinking. Maybe that's not very clinically significant, you can say, or garden clinically significant. But I think the gravel underneath made it better because the gravel would slow down the movement of water is my best conclusion. So even though the rain event had caused some areas to be damaged, it was a good learning experience. I can say that I've learned from it. So this is what I noticed, and this is something that we all know already, but just as a reminder, time and time again, I noticed that areas with no plants or fewer plants, those were the areas that had the most damage, the most movement of mulch and sometimes soil as well. Areas with lots more plants, those were the areas that had the least amount of shifting of mulch, if there was any at all. So the take-home message again for a lot of us gardeners, especially new gardeners, is that try to have more plants and leave the mulch to be used in the garden beds. I would say pathways, if you can help it, it would be better to use hard surface materials like gravel or pavers. So that way you not only help yourself to suppress weeds, but you're also going to help with the movement of soil or mulch when you have events like we did here with the abrupt rain for a good amount of time. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Terry. Welcome to my channel, and if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for coming back. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you found it enjoyable as well. And until my next video, I hope you take care. Bye for now.